Alright guys, it is April 18th. We are out here on a reservoir today. We are on a shallow flat. I'm getting real excited because there's all kinds of bait flipping in here. And there's all kinds of fish jumping too. All kinds of bait, all kinds of bigger fish. Water temp in here is like 62 degrees. Out in the main lake it's like 60, so it's a little bit warmer in here. I got the normal chub minnows and a couple shiners for bait. I also was able to get a fresh shad. He was still flipping when I netted him. He was flipping up top of the water, so I figured I'd grab him. So we got that going. I'm pretty excited. I think we're about to really put a hurting on him. So we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned and thank you for watching.
Alright, I'm getting my homemade bait tank here. See what we can get here. That'll be just fine. This is just a Lowe's water jug. I think it's like it's more than 5 gallon. I don't know exactly how much it is, but it keeps bait pretty well. It's a little insulated. That's what I like about it. And I found it on the side of the road, so it was free. I can't complain about that. I want to use this shad up because I don't have a cooler with ice in it. Just brought live baits today, no frozen or cut baits. We got a few pieces out of him anyway. We'll see how all that does. Trying out some new hooks. These are they look like Kales. We'll see how they do, but they're Hooker's Terminal Tackle Mad Catter, I think 3 or 4/0. We'll see how they do. I'm just trying some new stuff, and normal Carolina rig. I think it's 50-pound mono with a Hooker's Terminal Tackle swivel, Mad Cat's rubber bead, and I think these are 1.5 ounce sinkers. Yeah, we are out here on a muddy flat today. It's a muddy, shallow flat. I think we're in like 2 foot of water, so it's real shallow. I mean, it's real shallow. I could get out and walk if I wouldn't sink in the mud. Alright, let's get this thing out there. Today's going to be a transition day. We have a front coming in here this evening, and the wind's kind of doing some weird stuff right now. Put that chub minnow head on this. Man, they're just blown up over there. Now this rig, this is a normal Carolina rig. I think I have an 1 ounce sinker on it instead, but I have one of my homemade floats. And this is an old Sprite bottle with a couple of I don't know, snap swivels attached to. Open this up real quick. Yeah, I took one of the caps and glued a cork in there. Just glued one of these eyelet deals in there. And it turns this bottle into a bobber. And these are nice because if the fish is able to take this under, it'll actually hook him half decent. So that'll work. And this is a quick clip off of a planer board. I switched my clips on my planer boards, and I had these left over, so I figured I'd use them for these bottle bobbers. We're gonna give that a whirl. We'll see what the wind does to it. We may just switch it back to a bottom rig. We'll see. I'll throw another chunk of that shad out while it's still fresh. All right, let's see what happens. I really like those bottles because you can really see them well. and at night you can put a pretty big glow stick in there, and they really pop out.
Fish on. That looked like some Jaws stuff there. That was cool. Alright. Just a little guy. Alright, y'all. There's one. These things are in here feeding heavy. They might be full. They might not bite very good because they're full. That's on the bottle bobber. That was pretty cool. He was pulling that along. I heard Jaws music in my head.
All right, first one. It's a good skunk buster. Good icebreaker. I'll let him go. Sweet. That's why I have two. Right there, that's why I got two of these clips on there, because he pulled that clip out, and that second clip saved me from me chasing it down. It's a real shallow flat. It's only a couple feet in here, so I got it just suspended just up off the bottom. I'm letting the wind just carry that thing around.
Fish on. I knew they'd be up here. It's been way too warm for them not to be up here.
What's up, Kiki?
Sweet. These hooks are working okay so far. Oh, yeah, he's strong. Yep. Nice looking channel cat. We're gonna let him go. If they keep biting on that shad, we might have a problem. Hopefully they start biting these chub minnows soon, because I only have one of them shad. Might have to break out my cast net and chase some down.
Bite's real weird today. I'm not sure if they're just scattered in here, if they're full. We had a bunch of flooding recently, so they might just be full and not really all that aggressive. There's a lot of bait in here. There's a lot of carp spawning and there's a lot of shad, so I might need to downsize my baits a little bit. Missed a couple fish on them hooks. I don't really like that. So I broke off after that fish dropped it. He put me in a tree. So you guys never seen these? They sell these at some Walmarts. Not all of them carry them, but some of them with the expanded fishing sections do. This is Okeechobee Fats bag. I think these are for like soft plastics and like that, but if you're a catfisherman, you can use them. As well. Have all my terminal tackle in this first pouch. Hooks, swivels, beads, all that kind of good stuff. And then you can also make pre-made Carolina rigs and drift rigs and bumping rigs and whatever. All the rigs you can think of, you can make and pre-make and have them ready to go. So that's always kind of nice. I'm gonna switch back to these. These hooks are so great. These are 3-aught Daiichi D85Zs, and for channel cats, these are pretty hard to beat. Grab my beads here. I used to carry a normal tackle box, and I found it just kind of cumbersome and not really waterproof. This seems to do a lot better. Holds all my gear, holds pre-made rigs. It's pretty nice. The only thing I keep a box for is sinkers, and this is just what I keep in my bag. All my normal sinkers I keep in the my coffee can there. Those are my river sinkers. We're gonna keep plugging away at it. I don't like missing fish. Not a big fan of that. So we're gonna switch back to the hooks that I know and trust. And we're gonna keep fishing. Woohoo! Just what I always wanted. Oh, look at that guy. Oh no. That's a good size to eat if you're into that. It's pretty clean looking. I think this is my first turtle of the year, guys. Oh, he spit it. Thanks, bud. Thanks for ruining my hook, too. Yeah, that was nice of him. Wow. Look what that turtle did. That's wild. Finally got another fish hooked up, guys. He's going crazy. Pretty shallow here. He's got nowhere else to go but up. What the hell? Hey, buddy. He's not very happy. Ate that chub minnow head. Sweet. Very random. Nice decent channel cat, really. What are you doing up there, fish? Eating them carp eggs? Is that what you're doing? That's a decent channel there. Not too bad. I feel like these fish are eating on these carp trying to spawn, or eating their eggs or something. So let them go. Shut off like a rocket. All right, we got another one on. Cool. Probably the smallest one of the day right here. They're just not very energetic. Oh, look how fat that fish is. Look how fat that thing is. That's why they're not energetic. Probably filled up on worms and carp and shad and all kinds of stuff. The water temp up here is in the mid-60s, so they're probably feeding up for spawn too. Wow. They're not real aggressive yet though. Ugh. Okay then. What a jerk. Oh, this one's running right at me. This one's running right at me. So after that last fish, I transitioned a little bit to better capitalize on what I think is going on. Oh, he's fighting now. That's a pretty decent one. pretty good one. I think that's the biggest of the day right there. Cool. So like I was saying, to better capitalize on what I think's going on, I moved the boat a little bit more into these dead lily pads, because these channel cats are patrolling the inner edge of these lily pads looking for stuff. That'd be number 5 for the day. Sweet. Oh, this fish has so many lice on him. Look at that. Look how many lice on him. That is crazy. It's one of the worst ones I've seen. That's wild. But yeah, these channels seem to be patrolling this inner edge of these dead lily pads along the shore with the carp spawn. Whew. Just put the boat in a better position to capitalize on what I was thinking. It seems to be doing well so far, so just trying to put a pattern together with these fish. We're gonna let him go. So to give you guys kind of perspective, all these leaves here, these are all lily pads, and that outer edge is kind of out that way, and between the shore and these lily pads is like a 10-foot, between the shore and these lily pads is like a 10-foot section all along here. And what I think they're doing is kind of patrolling up and down these dead lily pads looking for carp spawn or shad or whatever, but they're being very lackadaisical. They're not really aggressive at all. I think all the flooding we've had in the last week or so has really filled them up. But as the water temp gets up, their metabolism will go up too, so they'll start eating heavy here in a week or two. Also kind of wanted to pull back here because you have this flat, marshy, boggy area, forest land, and then right here you have this huge hill, and right in between it is where I caught that fish. And this is a perfect example of a transition area that you can see above the water, and I imagine that translates below the water a little bit too. So yeah, if you guys are ever looking for spots, look for areas that are flat and then suddenly change elevation, because I think there's a little bit of a little creek or backwash or whatever you'd call that flowing in here too. So any little bit of structure helps, and combinations of structure are even better. All right, we were hooked up again. Another thing I want to mention about fishing shallow water like this, and this is shallow water. I mean, we're in 2 foot of water here. There's a lily pad. These are fishing an old lily pad bed here. Little guy is you want to spread your baits around. If you haven't got it hit in a few minutes, move that bait around, reel it in, or recast it. Reposition that bait, because I just repositioned this bait and it was in the water for probably 30 seconds and this fish hit. I think we started to figure them out, guys. It's another one for the books. I love getting them in shallow water. It's a blast. Yeah, if you're sitting on a flat like this and you're trying to catch fish and you guys haven't got any luck, reel them rods in and spread them out. Put one out in the middle of nowhere where you don't think anything's at. You never know where these fish are at. It took me all day to find them. I thought they knew exactly where they'd be, and I was wrong. I had to work a little bit to find them, but now that I have, we're on them. So.
There he goes. Back.
Got us another one. I just pulled into this next spot. Not much farther from our last little area. They're running these weeds on the, looking for carp spawn in the shade. I caught a lot in the shade.
I don't know, this is like number 6 or number 7. I just threw that in. I didn't even get all the rods in the water when I pulled up to this anchor spot. Cool. Tell you what, guys, when I get home, I'm gonna have to cut off this beard. This thing is scratching me and itchy. But anyways, it's getting pretty warm, and I think I'm about to head out. We got some weather moving in tonight, some rain and some cold front stuff going on, so I wanted to get out today if I could, and lo and behold, I was able to. So able to get out here and get on some fish, so that's always fun. If you guys like the video, please like and subscribe. Comment down below if you guys like fishing shallow stuff, if you've been catching anything. I've been having a lot of luck really in the shallow stuff right now with all the warm weather we've been having. But thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video.